I'm going to show you now our next flag. Ba 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 ba. It's something you can eat. It's something you can drink. I love maple syrup. We are going to go to Canada. And when we go to Canada, I'm going to promote here and introduce to you a humanitarian, an award-winning, current reigning star from CanFit Pro, the current reigning instructor of the year, someone who is inspirational to me. Dion, welcome.
Well, thank you for having me, Lawrence. I'm so excited.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled you're here for so many reasons. Finally, that we're able to have you. I think timing is really great. Although you and I have been working together for over 2 years, when you won your award in CanFit Pro as Instructor of the Year and hashtag One to Watch and hashtag Rising Star, you made a shout out in your acceptance speech to me, and I will forever be grateful for that because it's nice to be seen. It's nice to work with you, and we've had check ins together and collaborating under wing. I don't know if I really love that expression, under my wing, but we're equals, and you've sent me your classes and you asked for tips, and we've worked together. The fact that you are full of gratitude showed me who you were inside, although from your professional life, I've always known who you are on your outside. I am in the presence of greatness, humbled and grateful that I know you.
Oh,
Tell
thank
me,
you, Lawrence.
where are you watching from and what time is it?
Well, I'm here from Toronto, Ontario, and I think we're at this. I don't know for the same time zone, but it's not now 3:45 Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you for joining us on a Sunday. And what's your current state of mind, Dion?
Whew, that's a deep question. I think because over the past 2 weeks, physically I'm well. I'm staying active. I feel physically great, but mentally it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster, to be very honest. The murder of George Floyd has been very triggering. As a Black woman, as somebody who has been the brunt of discrimination, I've experienced it myself.
I know you have.
I've seen it, so I understand when I see that, when I see these images, it's triggering because I remember times when I could have been a George Floyd, or I remember times when I could have been the family of George Floyd. So during this time, you'll be hard pressed not to come across a person of color who has not, in some way and capacity, experienced this, and it's very triggering. So to answer your question, yeah, it's been mostly up and down. But on the upside is I've also been drawing from strength and recognizing how things are changing and how people are opening up and waking up and seeing that, you know what, we all have to come together to make this a better place. And it's not just cliche. We have to put actions. We have to, work towards something that's better.
Thank you. The most important thing is for us to be able to say, I might not say the right words, but I care and I love, and start a conversation together, can we? And when you come back to us, then I think we can step up and learn what we need to learn because clearly we have a lot to learn. Thank you for sharing that. I can imagine that it's crazy time and also in these tumultuous times, how wonderful to have your award because everybody's watching and listening. Cool.
Thank you. Can I just say something on that, Lawrence?
Sure.
That we may not say the right words. For those who may have not been directly impacted, but you want to lend a hand, you want to help. Listen, a drowning victim is not concerned if you scratch their arm when you're trying to save them, right?
Right.
If you're performing CPR and you crack a couple ribs, trust me, they're not too concerned about that. It's just doing something, just doing what you can do in your capacity. It's appreciated. So I wouldn't be too worried about being politically correct or whatever. It's about your intention and putting those intentions to action.
Thank you for saying that because from your mouth to all of your community's ears, because not everyone will reach out of fear. I'd much rather apologize than ask for permission. So thank you for saying that. And I'm so glad that you, as I was saying, that you have this award. I normally ask at the end, but I think it's so important now for people with your voice to follow you. How can we find you socially and listen to your posts and watch your posts and feel your posts?
hmm Well, a lot of my posts, of course, are from the fitness perspective. I really believe that from my area, again, we have to kind of add to what we can from our capacity. So as a fitness professional, I know there's a direct connection between our physical health and our mental health.
Right?
So you can just type my name, Dion Mason, in Google. You'll find me on Instagram. You'll
We
find me
see it here.
on
So that's
Facebook.
on Facebook. I've just, through the magic of technology, made it appear. And
Awesome.
that's also your Instagram. And are you doing the TikTok thing and Twitter thing?
I'm not quite there yet. I'm not as fully technically savvy as many.
No, but I'm to tell everybody, all of our viewers around the world, that they need to follow you because it's not just your posts of fitness, but your message is imbued into your posts of fitness, right? You've mentioned that now you are thinking and feeling the roller coaster of emotions and getting inspiration. Keyword, what's inspiring you? Can you give us some examples of maybe our fitness community that things that are in other countries or in your country that's inspiring Dion?
Well, I'm going to give a shout out as I like to always give honor. And I always believe gratitude, and always take a time. Anyone that has spent even 5 minutes with me and given me their thoughts, their kindness, I like to always show my appreciation. So I was just overwhelmed when I saw people like Mo Hagan and Tosca Reno and Natila Lacombe saying, you know what, we recognize that we need to listen. And I was like, wow. So I'm inspired by the fact that there are people out there who are saying, what can we do? How can we help for better progress? What changes can we make? And I would like to listen. So I'm inspired by that. Absolutely.
On
I'm
social,
also
right? Just as
on
posts
social.
saying, what can I do?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm also inspired by the other people out there that are actually giving me some inspiration and kicking my butt. I love how, as a fellow fitness professionals who are posting their stuff and different challenges going on, I'm like, you know what? Get off your butt, Dion. You got to keep moving, and also inspiring your own participants to keep moving too. So there's so many. I don't want to call a whole bunch of names because I'll miss somebody and they'll cuss me out. So I'm just saying that those of you who are out there doing your challenges and motivating other people, nominating them to participate, that's very inspiring as well for me.
No one's going to cuss you out because your heart is full and your heart is always in your right place. And when it's in the right place, people will get over an omission of something. I was not at CamFit Pro when you won and you made your shout out, but my phone has rarely in my life gone off the way it has when people, including Mo Hagan, were telling me, shout out from Dion who just won. I was actually watching someone's stream, but the way she sent it to me was so charming and it showed so much to me who you are. Your inspiration comes from your community. You also inspired others because you were one of the first people to say, what's Zoom? I'm not sure, but I'm going to go there and we're going to figure it out. And I was there watching your post. Zoom fail, Zoom trial. We've nailed the music. Well, now we're doing this and now it's become a part of your life, right?
Absolutely. I'm not afraid to say, listen, I can't, if I don't know something and I'm going to say, I don't know how to do this. Can somebody help me? So I do appreciate my participants who were so gracious and understanding through the process and also watching me through the evolution. Like I've got to a point where it's like, I see it as a great tool. It's in my toolbox, but also there's other things I want to add as well to give people a good experience and make
Right.
sure that it's great for them.
Before all this happened, is there anything from life that you don't miss at all, that you don't really have to return to?
Absolutely. I don't miss people being up on my body all the time in the transit system and, coughing and sneezing on me. And I don't miss that.
Right?
It's like, hey, back off. Like, like
Right.
space, right? So I don't miss that. I also just don't miss the traffic. I think most professionals who've answered that question, I think we all echo that. Like even your presenter before, I'm like, what, 5 hours? Like, you know, I
Sure.
don't, I don't miss in Toronto. There's no such thing. I used to laugh when I would watch episodes of 24,
Right?
that show. And Jack was like, yeah, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And like in Toronto, there's no 15 minutes to get anywhere, right? It
Right.
doesn't happen. So I don't miss that commute time and just rushing all the time. And at the same time, there's so many things I want to do and products I want to work on that I just didn't have the time because I was always in transit, getting to a client, getting to a class. So I don't miss that.
So is that something that you really are loving about your unexpected find, maybe time to work on the projects that you just alluded to?
Yes. And I'm one of those people that I know some people can't wait to kind of get back to things. I'm actually in no rush because I have so many things on my desk and things I want to do and accomplish before I get back to teaching. So
Thank
one of the
you.
things I've done, again, thanks to you and our coaching sessions, is I recently became A certified during the quarantine period. So that was one of the things I
Perfect segue for our next guest because Anthony Wall will be so happy to hear. Yes, Lawrence recommended. She did it. Canada Instructor of the Year from CanFit Pro, reigning 2019 to 2020. Good for you. How was the test experience?
nerve wracking, but But I did it. It was again one of the things I wanted to get done, and I'm like, you know what? I'm off. Let's get it done. So at the same time, it was also very humbling and teaching because sometimes I think in our professions, others that don't know the behind the scenes stuff may not know or appreciate that this is a profession and we have to know stuff. you know. So
Right.
my exam by no way was a walk in the park. No, there was a lot of stuff back to anatomy and human
Right.
kinetics, all this stuff. So I really appreciated deeper our profession and the stuff that we need to
But
know.
now remember, our marketing talk, when we do schedule that, is you are so much more marketable now because there's continuing education. There's the fees that you do charge. Fitness works and not for free. And now that you have this internationally accepted certification that requires continuing ed, is an on par with surgeons board certified exams, right? NCC exam. How wonderful is that? That now you didn't just do something and mail in a mail order test online that took 30 seconds, right? Good for you for raising your standards for yourself and your business. Dion, what's part, in addition to working on stuff, this question you could choose. Tell us about something that's coming that you're working on in this new time, or a new other discovery of your life now that you never had time or energy to do that's pretty unexpected.
Well, which one do I pick? Well, you know what? I'll tell you what's coming, a few different projects. So there are a couple small projects where I'm working on refining my transformation challenges. I do have a 6-day transformation challenge that I have, and I'm now refining it to a 30-day transformation challenge. So I'm working on that. And you can check my social media and my website soon, which will post that. But
Right?
another bigger project I'm working on, which COVID kind of exposed, is really working with fitness professionals and uniting us together for us to be treated on a better scale. So one thing that I noticed that when COVID hit is that when the gyms closed down, of course we understood that, but very few offered financial support to the fitness professionals, even though in many cases they offered financial support to other staff members within the gym. So I'm actually currently working on a project, which I'll soon reveal, to really help to bring together fitness professionals and help to fight for better treatment and to work with the gyms, not against them, but with them to really help them to appreciate us, to pay us properly. Many of us have not gotten wage increases in years, to
Right.
ensure that we have things like sick days, things like that. So this is a project
Thank
that
you.
I'm passionate about right now. I'm working on, and I'm going to be revealing in the upcoming weeks.
When I think of you, I think of award winner as some of the words that come to mind. I think of activist. I think of inspirational rising star. I think one to watch. And I definitely know humanitarian. You've had so many projects that are culturally sensitive and appropriate and close to your heart over the years that you've worked on, and how you tie those into fitness. I'd love to go into if we had more of our time together, except now I encourage everybody to follow you and see how you link fitness to your heritage, to your life, and now with your upcoming projects. I thank you for the present of your wisdom. You know I've loved you from afar, and you've known I've loved you from up close. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, Lawrence. Be blessed.